Takara's Skybyte. This is an absolutely fantastic figure. I love the way that Takara did up the shark mode. The chrome-esque silver on one side, the dark blue on the other, the painted details that pop in the bright silver. It really, really looks nice and feels premium. He does retain the gimmick of the spinning tail that the Thrilling 31 had. It is pretty nice to see gimmicks on figures like this. Everything looks way better on this guy. He has what I'm calling shark white accents, as well as the slightly off gray, the dark metallic blue that slightly swirls and makes me a little nervous, but I'm not too scared about it. Flipping the figure over, you can see he's essentially just a fish fillet. But this is an absolutely stellar colorway on this and is way better and more coherent than the American version. For comparison, here he is with Legacy Crankcase, Reveal the Shield Energon Shock Blast 6-shot, Crankcase from Power the Core Combiners, and Machine Wars Hoist. Alright, step one for this guy is get him off the stand. We don't need this for the rest of the video. Yeah, this is actually a pretty decent shark mode. He has Articulation. He also has the spin gimmick that I showed off earlier. But we are going to take that away. And let's transform this guy. So the first thing you want to do is fillet the fish. It is a pretty gruesome transformation, but you just want to pull these panels out, and then you kind of want to come down here and just separate everything down here and bring these back. You kind of just want to pull them back. From there, we can kind of maneuver the fins forward and then kind of just bring this around, bring these in a little bit like that, and this is where we can bring the arms down. So I kind of do this a little bit out of order, but it's just because I like getting everything taken care of and most everything in place. So if you guys saw my other Skybyte review, you know that my shark head on the other one broke. So we're going to be very careful with this one. We're going to flip this up, flip this in. We're going to bring this up like so. We're going to be very careful and bring this down and click it in place, and then just tuck it up and into the chest. And then we're going to bring this around. Also, I'm sorry if there's some background noise. There's some stuff going on my PC. Give me one. All right, we're back to the deal. All right, so now that that's flipped around, we can click the legs in place and fold up the legs, straighten out the feet. Then we can come to the arm, and this one we want to extend it back on this double hinge and flip the fingers out and spread them. Then we just close this up, open these up, close up the shark tail and rotate it, fold this out, and from here, spin around the head, give him his missile back, and there we go. There is Takara Legends Skybyte, or Thrilling 30 Takara Skybyte in his robot mode, and he is an extremely nice figure. Very much love this paint deco on this guy. Robot mode on the Takara Skybyte is just as spectacular as the alt mode. Now, he is a lot darker colors than the American version, and that head sculpt is pretty identical, honestly, between the two versions. It doesn't change a lot, but what does change is the color and some of the details. He now has the asymmetrical chest. His shark hook hand tail thing is now the off shark white that he had. He has way more silver detailings. There's some accents on his shins, and the dark blue that is now metallic really does this guy justice. It makes him look closer to that RID model. While it's not 100%, because yes, this very clearly isn't based on that, it still looks good. Here he is with Collectors Club Sideburn, Laser Fire, channel mascot, Legacy Beachcomber, our previous review, Legacy Scourge, his fellow general of the evil guys from RID01, and Power the Prime's Beachcomber. Oh, and can't forget Machine Wars Hoist. So, like, I know that there was a Collectors Club Scourge, but Collectors Club Scourge was like this big and Skybyte towered over him. This works way way better. Okay, because these guys are almost like the same height. Let's get into articulation though. Setting him aside, let's get into articulation. Skybyte actually is fairly articulate. Granted, his articulation is a little awkward. I don't know if you can tell by the beauty shots, but he does have just a swivel at the neck, so that's fine. He has swivels at the shoulders, he has in and out at the shoulders, he has a 90 at this elbow and a bicep swivel. Same thing here, a 90 and a bicep swivel. Now for this arm, obviously it has his gimmick, and then this one just has a wrist. Now he does have gorilla elbows or bodybuilder elbows, which is a little unfortunate. I wish that the wrist had a rotation or that it was 5mm compatible. It is kind of unfortunate that it's not, but it is what it is. No waist swivel, but these parts are articulated, and same with these. You can actually rotate these around and get them pretty out of the way. They even rotate in and out, mostly for transformation, but they do help get them kind of out of the way or up and back like that if you want them to be like that. I typically like them folded over, kind of like the original Skybyte toy, so this is usually how I have mine. They are a little asymmetric, at least they look a little asymmetric, so do be wary of that. No waist swivel. Legs go forward this far, they go back all the way, they go out that far. Thigh swivel, bend at the knee. He technically can get a double jointed knee if you disconnect it, and then he has toe back and forth. So no ankle swivel, but he does have these nice wide feet, kind of like flippers. So he actually, with pretty good heel spurs, so he can really just stand however you want him to. He's pretty based in the sense that his feet are just massive and help him hold every pose he could want. So I really do like that. He is amazing. But yeah, articulation on Skybyte, pretty good and a pretty imposing thing, but not without its limitations. Is this Skybyte toy the best one we've ever gotten? I don't think so. We've only gotten a couple Skybyte figures, and I think this one looks really good with the original ones. He also looks great next to the original RID Megatron. That said, this is the Takara version. I think the American version, or the Hasbro version, just isn't that great compared to this one. The colors for this one do a lot for it, and I think it makes this one very clearly the superior version. So if you're able to get it, I highly recommend it, especially if you're one of those people who needs modern figures in their collection. This is the most modern Skybyte we've gotten aside from the Cyberverse one, but this one does fit in. He fits in with all the modern iterations. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Bots Obsession.